Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year 2021. What it do, baby? Hopefully it'll be better to us than 2020. Fingers crossed. I definitely was gonna do this wash and go without y'all, and I said, girl, you tripping. I've read the comments. You guys are like, bring your butt back. We missed you. So here I am. I'm not even gonna lie. I'll say, like, the reason I keep going and like being sporadic with my posts is just because I don't know how to do anything halfway. So I will either produce a whole bunch of content and then I get exhausted and then I don't produce any more content for a while because it takes me time to recuperate, and then I feel really inspired again. It's almost like, I don't want to say it's manic, but it's crazy. Like, when I feel inspired, I create. When I don't feel inspired, I don't, and I don't want to do anything halfway. Like, that's just me. But either way, I just was like, I need to get back to my people. And so this is my first sit down video of 2021. And of course, it's a wash and go combo. So I already started on this section right here and it's looking juicy. I do want to say I started off with using a leave-in. This my baby. This my baby. So that's the leave-in I used. I applied it in the shower, and now I'm gonna be using the wet line, and then I'm gonna be using the curly braid out glaze, Kimberly Sherrill. I'm just saying that for y'all. Kim put me onto this, using it for wash and goes, and it just be clumping your curls and making them look all nice and like juicy. So I'm just gonna mix them and make a combo. So I already started on this section and I apply all the product, and honey, it's doing what it needs to do, okay? I don't know why I said it like that. That was so exaggerated. I want to talk about being inspired in 2021, and I feel like what better way to do that than to tell you guys more about my story before 2021, because I can't really tell you what's going on right now because I don't know what it's gonna be, you know? So let me get into another section, you feel me? And y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, I've been on the super lazy train, and on my wash days, like, complete washing style has been a 2-day process. There's a wash day, the actual day I wash my hair in deep condition, and then the next day is the day that I style, just because detangling and I don't know, I be losing my willpower. Okay, baby steps, especially if I want to record it. Oh Lord. Okay, so y'all, my mind be so spotty. Have you ever felt like you had 26 tabs open at all times? I don't know why specifically 26, but at all times. That's why I jump around all the freaking time. I'm just applying water. So on that inspiration tip, I guess I'm gonna take y'all back down memory lane. Y'all remember when I was a college student? I actually got serious about my YouTube channel in college. I think it was sophomore year of college. I got serious about it. And that's when I started to grow my following. And then I realized, like, whoa, this school thing, first off, I never liked school. Let's start off there. I was like, this school thing is not for me, not because I'm not smart. I am. Let me just clear the air. When I tell people I withdrew from college my senior year, they think like, this girl flunked out. This girl is stupid. No. No. I left with, I think, like a 3.5 GPA. That's what I left with. It just wasn't for me because I just wasn't seeing the purpose, and I knew for what I wanted to do, I didn't need to get a business management degree. Like, I wanted to go into business. I wasn't studying to be a doctor or anything like that. And honestly, the fact that I had a 3.5 GPA and barely ever opened a book, that should let you know ain't nothing stupid over here, okay? And it run in the freaking family, okay? The genes are strong. My brother went to Stanford, okay? Like, the genes is strong, but the difference between him and me, he loves school and I could do without it. Clearly, because I left. But that's not the inspirational part yet, okay? My bad, my bad. I feel like you gotta tell the whole story. I went to Georgia Southern and I left, and I decided to pursue this full time. And when I say this, I mean social media in general, like YouTube, Instagram, eventually TikTok. TikTok was not on the scene when I started, but I left in September of 2018. And let me tell you, adjusting to be a real adult, like, you kind of playing around with adulthood in college, but when you leave and you got like real bills, you got to pay for insurance and all that other stuff. That's real life adulting, and that's what I had got myself into. I basically released myself into the wild a year early and saying that I'm gonna be an entrepreneur and I'm gonna work for myself. Now let me let you know the statistics. I mean, they're not amazing statistics or anything like that. All I'm saying is most people that start their first business do not succeed on the first business that they have. So that in and of itself is an accomplishment. And I'm not trying to brag on myself. Let me just go ahead and say that. I'm not trying to brag on myself. I am happy and proud of my accomplishments. And that's one of the things that I've been working on, is just to be more present and to enjoy every step, enjoy the journey to my goals. Usually I don't. I just say, hey, girl, you did that. Like, I don't even say, girl, you did that. I just say, what's next? You did that. I know you could do it. You did it. So what's next? Like, impress yourself. I am my hardest critic. I'd be like, not impressed. I feel like you could have went a little harder. That's me. Everyone else like, yes, Jayla, you did that. Didn't see that coming, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, but I did. It was only a matter of time. I didn't know how long it was going to take, but I knew I'd be on my way, because with the attitude like mine, with the can-do attitude like mine, it's just no way that you're not gonna get where you wanna be. That's my mindset about things. And I think also a lot of times when people think of you leaving and going after your goal, a lot of people get weary about that, because either they're too afraid to go after what it is they were put on this earth to do, so they just can't see it for you. Like, if they can't do it, everyone feels like they're the main character, and they are in their own life. They're the main character. But it's just like, if they can't see themselves doing it, ain't no way somebody can go and get it. But my attitude is much different. My attitude is, somebody out there is living the life they always wanted to live. Why not me? And when you change your perspective on things, it's like, why not? You can say most businesses fail. Most businesses don't make it the first time around. I would say to that, why not me? Why can't my business make it the first time around? The other thing I think is big, people think that they should never fail. And people are so afraid of failing that they never even try. Now I'm going in with the glaze, glaziana. It's real glazy. People think that if they fail, that's the end of it. Like, what if I try and then I fail? No, honey. What if you try and you succeed? But if you fail, what did you learn from it? You know, and how do you get that W? You took that L. How do you get that W? So it's like, when you look at and study a lot of successful people, and when I say successful, I do mean monetarily, but again, I really want to emphasize my definition of happiness is freedom, and money allows you freedom. I just want to say that it's not the money itself. If there was a way to get to freedom, really truly feeling free without money, then it wouldn't be so high on my list of things to do. But I just want to wake up and say, you know what? It's feeling like Paris. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place, y'all. I promise you, this is just me as a person. But if you could follow the story, if you're trying something that's hard, chances are you're going to fail at it a couple times. It's the people that don't give up that have success, that become successful. And that's what you want to be. But how are you going to become successful if you never even take the first step, if you never even try, because you're too afraid of failure? Like, that is the biggest thing. I'm not even gonna lie, that was me. I was so nervous about leaving school. My cousin told me I should have left school sophomore year of college. And I was nervous and I was scared, and I was like, but what if I don't make it and I don't feel like I'm making enough money yet to be full-time? It's that stepping out on faith. So no, I didn't do it my sophomore year, but come the very beginning, like the first week of my senior year, I was like, it's time. I have to go. I can't see myself paying for these student loans another day. I have to go. So I did. It's a big chance. Like, you gotta risk it to get the biscuit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And it's okay if you fail. It is okay. I can't name a whole bunch of successful people that never failed in their life. People fail. So anyway, I like to use this example. I really don't even know where I got it from, but basically a lot of people do not make it to Broadway, but some people do. Do you not try to make it to Broadway just because the chances of you making it are slim to none? Or do you say, somebody already made it to Broadway, somebody had what it took to make it to Broadway, why not me? Change your mindset about things. Change the way you think about things and you change your whole life. And I truly believe that, because your thoughts shape your reality. And that's just on period. So now I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit more, some information I don't think I've ever shared with you guys. Just if you're looking for inspiration, I hope that this really does help, because I'm not just here to have a story, I'm here to share my story and hopefully inspire the next group of people, because I didn't really have a me, you know? I didn't have someone my age doing what I did. What I did was radical, okay? Like, that was radical for most people my age, because I think at the time I was 21. So that was radical. I'll say when I went full-time in September of 2018, I definitely made less than $20,000. Now, you also have to think, you can't start counting how much I made until September, because that's when I went full time. I made way less, maybe like 13,000, I believe. That's how much I made from September to December of 2018. So then I'm like, let's step it up a notch, because finally I have a year. I have a whole year, like, it's freaking litty. So then in 2019, I made significantly more. I'm not gonna get into exact numbers or anything like that, but there is okay, so y'all be asking me about single strand knots, and I found one, and this is ghetto because I usually don't get them like that, and I'm not a fan. Not a fan. This knot is this knot is not doing it for me. I made significantly more in 2019. I knew I was on the right track, and I was feeling encouraged, okay? So for example, people think that when you think of things, that's when they manifest. No, that begins your thought process to getting what you want, but it doesn't happen at the same time. So for example, I knew I wanted to get a house when I was 21. When I left school, I knew I wanted a house. How about that? I didn't tell nobody, because I don't like telling people things that I've yet to accomplish. I like to be like, yeah, and so this happened. By the time I'm telling you about it, I've already done it. That's me as a person. And I think a lot of times people will distract you with their thoughts. Like at 21, people are like, you're gonna get a house. I don't know what they would have said, because I didn't tell them, you know what I'm saying? It's my way of keeping my peace. I didn't tell them like, hey y'all, what do y'all think about me getting a house? Because I didn't care. I thought me getting a house would be great, so I did it. That's another thing. A lot of y'all, and I hate to say it like this, and I'm not saying you can't change the narrative, I'm just saying a lot of people care too much about what other people think to be successful. Just take that little tidbit. If you're writing down notes right now, I hope you got that one. A lot of people care too much about what other people think to ever really be successful, because you care like, they think that my car is trash, and if I don't have their approval, I'm gonna go bankrupt. Flaunting and flossing and showing people that I got plenty money, okay? No, don't do it. I still drive my RAV4, honey, and I will until I'm ready to make the next step. That's on me. But also, I'm not gonna take my accomplishments away from me. Like, I bought a house in a pandemic, okay? It took me 2 years, because I bought a house at 23 and I wanted to buy a house at 21, but it took me 2 years to make that happen, because as an entrepreneur, there's very specific steps that you have to take. You have to be in business as an entrepreneur for 2 years, and that's like 2 tax years before you can buy a home, which is crazy. And it's not even like that for people that have a normal, maybe 9 to 5 or something like that. It's not the same. So I was like, crap, and I wanted it so bad, and I was like, but I'm making good money now. It didn't matter, because you couldn't count the year you were in. So 2020, I made the most money I ever made before, but it didn't freaking matter, because they were counting 2018 and 2019. So how do you do that? How do you do that? It was irritating, and it was so frustrating. But honestly, doing YouTube and social media and making this my full-time job, that is my biggest accomplishment to date. My second biggest accomplishment would be getting this home, but they were all products of time. Like, it took time. To be a YouTuber and to make this my full-time job, it took years. To get this house, it took 2 years. And it was planning and aligning things. Like, you have to make this much money, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to save, you have to have that money and do that and do that and do that. And once you align all those things together, you can have what you want, period. So I say all this to say that people thought I was crazy. A lot of people thought I was crazy when I left for school. I'm gonna get on this section because I could just yap. People thought I was crazy. A lot of people, I'm not gonna say everybody. When I told them what I was gonna do, they're like, you have 1 year left. Why would you do this? What a waste, blah, 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 blah. And I wasn't trying to hear it. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. You gotta do it for you because it's your life to live. You have to live with the consequences of your actions. Hold up, wait a minute, or your inaction. Think about that. The consequences of your action or inaction. If you just sit there knowing that in your heart of hearts, you're supposed to be doing something else, you're supposed to be doing something that moves you, and you decide to stay anyway, you have to deal with the consequences of your inaction. If you decide to move and it doesn't work out, you have to deal with the consequences of that too. But if it's the best thing that ever happened to you, you get to deal with the positive consequences. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're taking a chance no matter what it is you do, okay? You might as well take the chance that is actually worth it for you. And it's not gonna be the chance that's worth it for everyone else. You know, some people are risk averse. If so, entrepreneurship is not for you. And I'm not knocking them for it. I just feel like everyone has their path to follow. Keeping it on the topic of just inspiration and stuff like that, I will say, like I said, I made like $13,000 that year in 2018. That's what I had to file on my taxes. Then the next year I made more, and then in 2020 I did 6 figures for the first time. That's right. And it was on my vision board because I do vision boards. I started my first vision board for 2020 and I was knocking that stuff down, y'all. Like, I wanted to buy a house. I did it. I wanted to get an editor. That happened. Shout out to you. But it's just so many things that if you see it, then you can actually go and get it. I really have to stress this. I am not saying this to brag. I'm saying this to inspire. I'm 24 years old and I was able to make 6 figures working for myself on something that is statistically improbable. How about that? How about that? My first business statistically was not supposed to succeed, but not only did it do that, but within 2 years of going full time, I hit my 6-figure mark. That is insane. And if that doesn't inspire you to go after what moves you, I don't know what will. I know it's scary. I know it is, but as a person who's been there, done that, and is currently living that, like reaping the benefits of taking that chance. Like, I can't wait until this pandemic is over because one thing I've always wanted to do was just spend time traveling. I mean, multiple times a year, just travel. And I wasn't able to do that because I had school. So I had school and I was broke. I was a broke college student. So how was I gonna travel? I don't have the time or the money. Now I have the time and the money. I just need this pandemic to wrap it up, you feel me? That just shows you the things that you want, you can go and you can get them and you can have them if you're willing to take that chance. And I'm gonna also say, you think Microsoft, you know how successful Microsoft is. Do you think that was the first thing Bill Gates did? No, it wasn't. But that's all anybody talks about now. That's all most people know. Why do you think that is? Because it's not about how many times you fail. It's about the one time you succeeded. Ain't that some stuff? I feel like I am dropping gems. It's not about how many times you fail. Because everyone will remember the success. That success is the thing that makes you a millionaire. That success is the thing that allows you, frees up your time so you can travel. That success is where it's at. Nobody talks about that. You're not gonna go to a conference and tell people, like, you'll tell people that you failed in order to succeed, but no one's gonna go to a conference about failure, and that's just the end of it. Unless we're talking about how failure taught you how to succeed. So these are the things that I spend my time thinking about. And I really think that success is a mindset. It's you deciding, first off, look at the little curly curls. But it's really about you deciding what it is you want and you going after it. And I will say so far, I've been a success story to that. Like, this was put heavy on my heart. I knew I was supposed to make a change. I knew I was supposed to inspire people. And I know the best way to do that is just by living in your truth, not living for someone else. I guess it's like live for yourself so that you can help others. I feel like you can't help others until you're really yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this last section. You already know, wet line times the like moringa gel. Okay, because I did that. Look at them curls. It's behaving. That's what I'm gonna say about that. It's behaving. Yeah. And it's just, look, just raking, just running through the 6 with my woes. I am going to dry my hair and then I shall be back. I'm back. It is definitely the next day. And if you guys wanna see like my drying process, like the diffuser I use and how I stretch my hair, I definitely have videos on that all throughout my channel. And I thought I just wouldn't do that part here, but I have so many tutorials, it's ridiculous. So you can find them. I'm gonna try to see if I can link one up there. But these are my results. Like, y'all know I like big hair, so I definitely picked the heck out of it. And I did go and become a middle part Sade, but I think it turned out cute. Anyway, I hope you guys are inspired by today's little chit chat. If you do want to have more chit chats, just go ahead and comment down below topics that we can just get into it. It don't even have to be necessarily about work or anything like that. It could be about anything, honey. Okay, so just let me... What always be getting me is my hair be looking kind of on the thinner side once I apply all that gel and I get it like defined, but then it's not thick, but it's real dense, okay? It's real dense. Ooh. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, you know, maybe even consider staying for a little while longer and subscribing. And that's it, y'all. Peace out. Bye.